Thanks for clicking on the video. 200 pounds, 30% body fat, 13.1 miles through the Texas Hill Country. This is my journey to run a half marathon before my 40th birthday. The slowest kid in school, the slowest guy in the police academy, terribly out of shape just a few months prior to this, going out and doing something I never thought I'd be able to do. To prepare myself for this race, I completed several physical challenges, including completing 75 hard, Tough Mudders, Spartan sprints, and I've got links to all those videos here. But ultimately, it all culminated in this half marathon. I hope that you enjoy the video. I'm just a normal guy trying to challenge myself to become the best version of myself, and a lot of times I do that through physical challenges. So if you're somebody out there that also wants to challenge yourself, stick around and hopefully you'll be inspired by my journey. On to the video.
All right, it's 3:30, a little after 3:30 in the morning. Getting up, getting some coffee, getting a little oatmeal, and getting ready to make the drive to San Antonio to go run my first half marathon. I am tired. Missed. We're on the road a few minutes later than I was hoping to be, but should still get there right on time if everything goes to plan. Oh, and yes, I do still use a Garmin before anybody says anything. You know why? Because I bought lifetime updates on this thing, so I'm going to use it for the rest of my life. I don't care how outdated the technology becomes. I paid for it. All right, so we just got here to Comfort, Texas, and my wife was reading the details of the race, and apparently my stupid self went and signed myself up for a hill country race that's got an elevation of like 700 feet throughout the course of the race. So this should be really fun and interesting.
Wow, that's very grandma.
All right, here we are.
She's literally only 61.
So, packet pickup now.
And mine, I want to change mine.
Hiya, 162?
Edition of the Siesta Half Marathon. The last race of the
Just found the busiest place at the whole race. That's the line for the porta potties.
Oh my gosh. Super zoom over here.
All right, we're lining up. I was able to make it into the porta potties. So of course, 5 minutes later now, I feel like I have to pee again right before the race. Perfect.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1. All right, you guys, have fun out there. Be careful. Run on the side of the road, please.
We go. Now it's on. Starting to drizzle a little bit. Feel fresh right now. See how I feel in a couple hours. So I've got 2 goals for today's race. 1, run a half marathon. 2, do it without stopping. So
We'll see how bad these hills are and whether or not I can achieve that.
Just showed up and dog walked up and said, I'm running with you.
Yeah, I got some security
There
here.
you go.
You're doing good. This is the first pretty serious hill here. See how bad my legs are hurting. 2 miles in right now. It's pretty cool seeing everybody lined up in both directions. Really pretty area here. Second big hill that we're on now. Still going. Mile 3. Oh man, that hill was no joke. That was tough. Mile 4. I'm not sure how much you can hear it, but the wind out here is brutal. Brutal, especially when you get wind like this and you're going uphill. So I just encountered my first fatal flaw, that being that I'm out here in the boonies and I don't have much reception, and I forgot to download my playlist. So I'm running with only the thoughts in my head right now. Not always great company. You're awesome, man. You're a beast. Here we go. We're at the halfway point now. Turning around. Woo! Got these fine folks out here. Okay, so at the halfway point, I feel good. I feel fresh, I feel strong. Heart rate's sitting about 180 right now. About to do some pretty brutal hills. But overall, yeah, I like the way this is going. That is mile 7. So there have been several cattle guards along the way. They're always super fun to get across without dying. Okay, good, didn't die. A year ago, I was struggling with my own existence, and now today, I'm out here doing something that I never thought I could do. They may not be moving fast, but they ain't walking. Constant uphill. On this is going into mile 9. And a quick update. Hour and a half in. I still gotta pee just as bad as when I started. That has not changed. That's another mile down. Mile 9. Beautiful out here. All right, 9.5 miles in. So, second energy gel. Sticking to the plan. Just to give an idea of how steep this hill was earlier. Much better going down. So pretty out here. Love it. Love it. Look at this fat pig. He's cute. Spotted. All right, I just hit 11.3 miles, which is the furthest I've ever run. So everything from here is new ground. Fortunately, it's a great big giant hill. Okay, I've definitely slowed down some. The pace has slowed, but I'm not stopping. Still going. Mile 12. Every step is the furthest I've ever run. 1 more mile to go. Let's do this. Coming up on 13 miles. It's coming. Awesome.
Go, Daddy, go! Good job!
So I've actually already finished the race, but I'm still out here running around because my watch didn't say 13.1 at the end of the race, and I was burned by that on my 10K. So I'm not stopping until it says 13.1, and until I can honestly say that I ran half marathon distance without walking.
In third place, Nora Gonzalez. And in second place, Catherine.
All right, the watch reads over 13.1 now, so now I can stop. I've set out to run a half marathon and do it without walking, and I can honestly say I did it, even with all those hills, so I'm proud of myself.
Okay, so we're actually on the way home now. My phone died, so I wasn't able to get any more footage there after I finished the race or anything. I didn't place or anything like that. I really don't even know where I came in, but I know it wasn't, terribly low for my age group. I feel good about it. Afterwards, I just laid down for a little bit. My body tightened up a lot, but ultimately, I'm really proud that I got this done. I was just telling my wife that along the way, I genuinely did not know that this race had hills like it had. I just needed to find a race that I was open, on a weekend that I could go run so that I could achieve my goal of doing this before my birthday. And there were no times between now and my birthday where I could go run other than either this weekend or next weekend. And next weekend, I was going to do a trail race, a half marathon, but I knew for sure that was going to be a really rough one through some hills, and that there was a chance that I wouldn't be able to achieve my goal of running the half marathon without walking at all. So I signed up for this one last minute, said, let's go do it. Got up here, did not know it was a hill country race, didn't even read, my own fault. So there were some brutal hills out there. And I was one of the only people that was running up those hills and continuing going. And I did not walk the entire time. And I did have to pee the entire race. It was not a false alarm. Even though I had just gone, I had to pee the entire race. And there was a porta potty along the trail that, I passed twice throughout the race. And it was so tempting. But I just had said in my heart that no, I came out here today to run a half marathon and to run the half marathon without walking at all. And that's what I stuck to. And I'm really proud that, I achieved the goal of running my first half marathon, but then also, I did it without walking. When I came across the finish line, I slowed down for just a second and I looked at my watch and saw that I didn't have a full 13.1 miles. So I immediately, went right back into running, just to not only finish the race, but to actually get the 13.1 miles. So it's kind of one of those things where when I was out there, it's nobody would know if I had stopped and I had walked a few steps, right? Nobody would know that. And I could come back and I could say, I achieved my goal, right? But that's not why I'm doing this stuff. I'm doing this because what I know. I went out here today to prove this to myself. I set a goal for myself, and if I had cut any corners, or if I hadn't lived up to what I said I was going to do, even if nobody else in the world knew, I would know. And I would know that I cheated myself out of the victory that I was after. So I am just super proud that I can say with all integrity, I went out here today and I did exactly what I set out to do. And I'm pretty proud of my time too. 2 hours and for the full 13.1, 2 hours and 16 minutes to actually finish the race, 2 hours and 14 minutes. So I think that's pretty good, and I'm only going to get better from here. So I may not be breaking any records, but I'm definitely doing things that I never thought I could do before. So super proud, but on to the next goal, on to the next target. And this part is just as rewarding here.